Hello students, welcome to Notebook. When was the last time you believed in hearsay or rumor? And when was the last time you did not believe in a rumor? The thing is, we only believe in a rumor if we are already have some biases or superstitions against something or someone and actually want to believe in the rumor. A similar thing happened in British-ruled India when protests broke out in Meerut, Awadh, Lucknow, Kanpur and other parts of the Indian subcontinent. What were some of these rumors and why did they trigger people across the subcontinent in the latter half of the 19th century, almost a century after the British had colonized India? Captain Wright, commandant of the Rifle Instruction Depot, has reported that in 1857, a Khalasi or a manual worker had asked for a drink of water from a Brahmin's lota or pot. The Brahmin Sepoy had refused to let the Khalasi drink, saying that it would defile or pollute his lota. As you know, India had strict caste divisions and lower castes were considered untouchables, often given menial jobs and treated as outcasts. The Khalasi belonged to a low caste, so the Brahmin Sepoy did not allow him a drink from his pot. The Khalasi then told the Sepoy that he and the other Sepoys would soon be losing their caste. They would have to bite the rifle cartridges provided by the British, which were covered with the fat of cows and pigs. There were further rumors that the British had mixed bone dust of cow and pigs in the flour, which was being sold in the Indian markets. Indians thought that the British were hatching a plan to destroy the castes of the Hindus and Muslims living in India and to convert them all to Christianity. No one knew if all this was true, but fear gripped the hearts of common men and women. Panic spread, and British officers could not convince the Indians otherwise. There was a prophecy that British rule in India would come to an end on 23rd June 1857, which was the centenary of the Battle of Plassey. In the Battle of Plassey, the East India Company forces had defeated the Nawab of Bengal and his French allies on the same date in 1757. The discontent brewing among the people of the subcontinent had given them a newfound unity and strength. There were strange rites being followed in many parts of North India, from where the rebellion spread. One such ritual was chapati distribution. A person would visit villages in North India at night and give the watchman a chapati. Then he would ask the watchman to make 5 more chapatis and distribute them in the next village. In the wake of this fear of losing their religious faith and their caste, the sepoys and the commoners rose into action. The sepoys began their action with one signal across their various sites of rebellion. They fired the evening gun or sounded the bugle. Then they captured the bell of arms and looted the treasury. They attacked government buildings, the jail, treasury, telegraph office, record room and bungalows. They burnt all records. They destroyed everything associated with the British and killed innumerable white men, or the Firangis, as the Indians called them. They organized calls for action for both Muslims and Hindus by putting up proclamations in Hindi, Urdu, and Persian in different cities. Who validated these rebellions and gave the sepoys the strength to launch the mutiny against the British? The old Mughal emperor, Bahadur Shah, gave his blessings to the mutineers. He had no choice. On 11th May 1857, the sepoys had galloped right into the Red Fort without following court etiquette and demanded the blessings of Bahadur Shah Zafar. After receiving his blessings, they carried out the revolts in the name of the emperor. By then, the British had already lost control over Delhi. The mutineers had also cut the telegraph lines in Delhi so that they could not communicate and organize a defensive line of action against the sepoys. In Kanpur, Nana Sahib had to become the leader of the revolt on the insistence of the sepoys and the common people. The Rani of Jhansi and a local zamindar of Ara in Bihar, Kunwar Singh, also joined the uprising as leaders. People in Lucknow also nominated the young prince Burjis Qadir as their ruler. Fakirs and religious leaders in Meerut and Lucknow also led the rebellions, since religious sentiments had a big role to play in the revolts. They preached the end of British rule, and sepoys and commoners joined them. Shah Mal mobilized the villagers of Pargana Barot in Uttar Pradesh. Gonu, a tribal cultivator of Chota Nagpur, became the rebel leader of the coal tribals of the region. The sepoys had given strength and courage to the ordinary people, who now hunted down moneylenders and rich people across Lucknow, Kanpur and Bareilly. They viewed their class of rich and exploitative moneylenders as allies of the British. There was strong communication between the sepoy lines of various cantonments, which helped organize the rebellions better. The 7th Awadh Irregular Cavalry had refused to accept the new cartridges in early May. They wrote to the 48th Native Infantry, saying that they were waiting for their orders. The Indian subordinates had protected Captain Hearsay of Awadh Military Police during the mutiny. The 41st Native Infantry of the same region insisted that the military police either kill Hearsay or make him a prisoner to the 41st Native Infantry. The military police refused to either kill or imprison Hearsay. So, a village panchayat composed of native officers from each regiment settled the matter. Village panchayats discussed important matters at night regularly in the Kanpur sepoy lines. The sepoys and the people believed in the rumors because the British were adopting policies to reform various aspects of the Indian society. The British had already helped in abolishing the malpractice of sati or widow sacrifices and encouraged widow remarriages. They were introducing Western ideas and a Western education system while setting up English medium schools, colleges, and institutions. The British had also widely expanded their territories and captured the kingdoms and principalities of Jhansi and Satara, the Maratha lands, the Doab, the Carnatic, the Punjab, and Bengal. The Indians were threatened by these expansions, as the British had imposed their own systems of administration, laws, and education in the conquered lands. The British had tried to seize the territory of Awadh for a long time because its fertile soil was ideal for the production of cotton and indigo. They extended their control over this territory in stages. First, they imposed a subsidiary alliance on Awadh in 1801, which greatly diminished the power and autonomy of the Nawab of Awadh. In fact, Governor General Lord Dalhousie described the kingdom of Awadh as a cherry that will drop into their mouth one day. Finally, in 1858, the territory of Awadh became part of the British Empire. The British government thought that the Nawab Wajid Ali Shah of Awadh was an unpopular ruler. They dethroned him and exiled him to Calcutta, complaining of his misrule. But they were wrong in their assumptions. People of Awadh loved the Nawab, and they mourned his exile deeply. The Nawab patronized many musicians, artisans, poets, cooks, and administrative officials. With his displacement, they all lost their livelihoods. The social order of Awadh broke down with the displacement of their beloved Nawab. The British introduced other administrative changes in the region, which changed previous relationships and equations. We will continue with this lesson and find out about these changes in our next video. Till then, think of the irony in these rebellions. Caste prejudices kick-started the rebellions, but the rebellions united various religious communities in India. What sentiments unite the participants in various protest movements around the world today? Discuss with your friends. See you soon.